Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we will be talking about the Week 9 recaps. Again, getting super deep in the season here. We unfortunately lost our streak of games or weeks in which we were positive money on the picks. We were 4-3, minus 0.04 units, so sorry for the people out there that follow me. I appreciate those of you out there. I got a video from my guy Weldon. A lot of people at his work are following, so I appreciate you guys. Much love. But yeah, looking overall at what we had last week, we lost Penn State minus 32. They almost lost the game. We won the A&M under. We lost Utah plus 6.5. They got absolutely boat raced. Speaking of Weldon, I shouldn't be going against his Ducks because they are a wagon. Then we've got Miami, the over 47.5 hit. They went to overtime with Virginia. So shout out Virginia, man. Considering the tragedy that they went through last year, the fact that they've actually been able to right the ship, my goodness, it almost should be Coach of the Year material. I know it won't be, but he should be on like the watch list for it. Then we got Nebraska minus 2.5. Took care of business against Purdue. Nebraska, it's their first 3 or 4. I think it's their first 4-game win streak. I think they said since 2016. So it's been a long time. They're out there killing it right now. So shout out them. Ole Miss over did not hit. Ole Miss went crazy. And my good friend Lane Kiffin, obviously it's one-way friendship, is a top 10 coach in the college football playoff rankings. So shout out to him. And then Colorado covered the 17 points out of respect. So the two coaches that publicly came out in support of Jim Harbaugh, Matt Rule and Deion Sanders, both won and are both covered. So shout out to them. The respect parlay would have cashed if we would have taken it. But yeah, unfortunately, it was 2 units on Penn State, so we finished the week down 0.4 units. So not a huge loss, but that's our first loss in a while. At one point this year we were down, 5.5 units, 6 units. So nice to see that we've bounced all the way back up into the double digits, and we got a Michigan play this week. So stay tuned for the video coming out later. Yes, this video is going to be coming out later. It is currently what even is this, Tuesday afternoon? Yeah, so the video will be coming out Wednesday night. I've got a lot going on, so my bad on that. But yeah, we will look into all of it. The playoff rankings actually just came out, so I can react to those. We'll do that in a second. But yeah, just overall, Tennessee took care of business, destroyed Kentucky. Outlasted Kentucky, win their 36th out of the last 39. Georgia beats Florida handedly. Georgia looks really good. Ohio State kind of struggled against Wisconsin. They're currently ranked number 1 in the playoff rankings, which is very fun. I actually love that. Wake Forest gets rolled by Florida State. They take care of business there. Washington outlasts Stanford in a very, very close game. I know it's final score by 9, but it was much closer than that. Oklahoma, Kansas. Kansas upsets Oklahoma for the biggest upset of the week. Huge stuff there. Oregon boat raced Utah. Kind of talked about it already. Penn State outlasts Indiana. Ole Miss takes care of business. Notre Dame kills Pittsburgh. Georgia Tech upsets North Carolina. The ACC is wide open. We can do a deep dive into that sometime soon. Louisville blanks Duke. 23-0. So shout out Louisville there. Air Force wins again. They're 8-0. They beat Colorado State in a Air Force penalization game of snowballs being thrown. Colorado again loses to UCLA. USC outlasts, best word I guess you could say that, for Cal. They stood up on the last second two-way conversion. It would have been a 51-50 win for Cal, but it ended up being a 49-50 loss. As for what we got going on next week, we can get that in a second. Let me quickly pull up the rankings here for the BS poll. Georgia 1, Michigan 2, Florida State 3, Oregon 4, Alabama 5, Washington 6, Ohio State 7, Texas 8, Ole Miss 9, Penn State 10, Air Force up to 11. They're going to be in that bowl representative, I think, for the group of 5. LSU 12, another Tiger behind them. Missouri 13, Oklahoma 14, Notre Dame 15, Tulane 16, Liberty 17, JMU 18, UCLA 19, Louisville back up in top 20, 21, Tennessee 22, Kansas State. Watch out for Kansas State this week. They might find themselves in the top 15. The U at 23, Oregon 24, and the Utes at 25. Our playoff as well. I kind of already see what it is now. I was not impressed by Washington, dropped them out. Florida State sneaks up. Penn State and Ohio State I don't know, they're just not really showing me anything. I would love Michigan to be number one, but I don't know if it's going to happen. And I would rather face Florida State than Oregon. Alabama's right there. If they beat Georgia, everything gets very interesting. But as we know throughout the whole time, everything gets interesting no matter what throughout the end of the year. So I'm excited to see how that all turns out. Now, any other big storylines? I guess we can kind of quickly do a little bit of Harbaugh talk. A lot of the reports are getting refuted. Yes, Connor Stalions was likely on the sideline against Central Michigan, which is pretty funny. Obviously not great, but this dude's a psychopath, lone wolf. I'm sure he'll get a show cause, something like that, a slap on the wrist for the program. There'll be a bunch of fines going around. We'll pay a fine, may lose some scholarships or whatever, which doesn't really matter in the NIL era anyway. But Harbaugh is rumored to be getting an extension. It should be anywhere in the range of $12 million a year. And there's a lot of very important framework that is not really contract related that's going to be in the contract that's going to revolutionize not only Michigan football, but Michigan athletics as a whole. It might be kind of a cutting edge type of contract from what we've been hearing behind closed doors into what's going to end up being maybe a standard for other universities in their NIL programs going forward. So that's all I really can say on that. That should be done pretty soon. So I will be out of town this weekend, and I know that's what's going to happen. Is every time I'm out of town, something big happens. So between Friday and Sunday when I'm in Los Angeles, I'm telling you right now, Harbaugh's going to sign his extension. No one will be able to make a big video about it. So I'm working on a funny compilation about it, so we'll see how that all turns out. But yeah, that's what I got right now. Great slate coming up this week. I know we kind of touched on it on the podcast on Monday. But yeah, I'm very excited for this upcoming week. A lot of big games. Michigan's back. I cannot wait to see how this team responds to being ranked 3, Ohio State 1, and all the crazy allegations going on. I'm getting in front of it now. No, Jim Harbaugh will not be coaching the Los Vegas Raiders. So I know McDaniels got fired like 1 in, but whatever. So that's pretty much all I have for now. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll get back to some regular scheduled uploads. Hopefully getting back on the schedule going forward. But with me being out of town this weekend, we had to move the podcast up, and we wanted to get it up before the college football playoff. So that's all I got for now. Let me know down below if you agree with my rankings, if you agree with the AP's rankings, maybe, I don't know, like the TK poll, if you're from Twitter, or if you like the college football playoff rankings. Let me know down below what you think, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.